The latest update to Wreckfest 2 has dropped, so in this video I'm going to tell you what's new, what's changed, what's good, what's not so good, and why, yes indeed, you should buy this game right now. This is the best game of 2026. Fact, that's it. It's just the best. Go and bloody get it, guys. Subscribe so you can unsubscribe when you realise that GT3 cars at Spa every single day is a bit dull and depressing. Click the like button to support phonically challenged men and make yourself some cup of tea because we're getting on with the video. The biggest thing in this new update has to be the fact that they've made it that grass now bends when you drive on it. But aside from that, they've added a waypoint game mode, which is absolutely superb. The map could be a bit better. It's a little bit too complicated and it makes the waypoint racing quite tricky, but the waypoint racing itself, and I think in the future on different maps, maybe more simple maps, will be absolutely superb. You get really good MotorStorm vibes from the waypoint racing, and with the type of crashing and the nature of this game, the waypoint racing with open environments really gives you something different and allows you to focus a bit more on the driving rather than raw sort of race line and track stuff. It's a completely different type of racing and it's really, really good fun. You literally have a compass at the top of the screen and there's waypoints you have to go to. It's bare bones at the moment, but you can see that it's going to have massive potential. Separate to the waypoint mode, there's now 8 challenges, and this gives you some actual single player or something to do in the game that's nice and structured outside of just doing multiplayer or AI basic races. And actually the waypoint mode, trying to win that is just a really fun challenge in and of itself. If you were looking for a racing game with something to do, this would be a good game to get. Try and win that waypoint challenge. I've been at it for over half an hour and the best I've got is second place. But it's really fun. Really fun trying to beat and play through the challenges that you've now got in this, and hopefully they keep adding more. Now many of you won't care about this, but I certainly do. They've added a proper camera filter to the game now. So when you're in first person view, finally you can actually smooth things out a bit with lock to horizon settings that make it so that you don't feel like you put your face inside of a washing machine whilst going over some of the incredibly bumpy tracks in this game. It's really nice. It's a slider you can adjust, so if you want it more smooth or less smooth, that's all totally available to you to set it up however you want. They also have some G-force camera movement effects you can add on, as well as a kind of drift camera that sort of looks into the corner. I turn all that off, but I definitely like using the smooth head view. The lock to horizon for me just makes this 1,000 times more comfortable to play. So I was so glad that they've added this to the game, and I think a lot of people that get motion sickness will really enjoy having those options, be that whether you like to have it more locked to car or if you like to have it more locked to horizon. Giving those options there I think is really important so everyone can be enjoying driving into each other's cars. Breaking their legs but not getting motion sick. Broken legs are fine, motion sickness is terrible. Now you might hear some even more excitement in my voice because they've also tweaked and polished the force feedback in this game. I don't know what's going on with Wreckfest developers, but they seem to be paying attention. It's like they go through my videos or they watch my live streams or they listen to my complaints and then they actually do what you would expect a developer to do with a racing game to make it better for everybody. It's unbelievable. I'm really not used to this. I'm used to sims and games just staying terrible with basic stuff missing and the developer ignoring all the critique. But yeah, they've improved the force feedback in this. The handling is a lot less jerky in the forces. There's a lot less useless damper. You can add damper into it if you want to in the game or on your wheel, if you're playing with the wheel that is obviously. But the force feedback now has a little bit more dynamic range to it. It feels more precise. It's just easier to drive. It just feels better, feels more detailed. Specifically though, that's for low frequency force feedback, so the sort of left-right loading of the tyres and the grip of the tyres. Ironically, this game could really do with some texture high frequency force feedback for the road surface. So like if you're on a bumpier surface, you should feel sort of more rumble through the wheel, and if you're on a smoother surface, it should feel a bit smoother. It's still not very good at those kind of forces, but the stuff that's really important for driving is absolutely superb in this. It's better than some simulators, some hardcore simulators, which is really quite funny to me. So absolutely fantastic work on the force feedback. And I'm super lucky that I've got a belt tensioner, so I know it outputs the telemetry that can give really nice vibration and detail, because on a belt tensioner, this game feels phenomenal. So it'd be nice for people that only have a wheel to be able to feel those things as well. But yeah, what a good job by the developer. Now, supposedly, in the release notes, they've said that they've improved the performance of the game, and I'll have to take their word on that. For me, it's always run pretty well on both my 3080 and the 5090 system I've got, and you do have a lot of graphical options there, but maybe people on much lower end systems were struggling, and maybe things have improved. It'd be nice to know in the comments if they have improved for you. They've also said in the release notes, though, that stability has been improved. I would not say it has necessarily from our end. We had like 2 crashes over the 3 hours we were playing, which seemed to be the same as what was happening before. And when we were hosting online races, we noticed quite a few people were still having full game crashes. It's quick and easy to load back up, so it's not the end of the world, but I still think there's quite a bit of stability work needing to be done on this game. But it's nice to know that they are trying to address it. But be aware, this is early access, and this game is still a little bit unstable. It's like a Jenga tower with half the bricks missing. Now, they have also done a first iteration of their car upgrade system, but I don't want to go into it in this video because it's still really early access. It's not really fleshed out, but the system's there as an introduction, so you can kind of see what they're doing with it. I'd just say try that out for yourself. At the moment, we've just been racing with subscribers online and doing the challenges, because I think that's where most of the fun is in the game. But yeah, you can really see that they are fleshing this out, they are building it up, and each update that comes with this title is really nice and significant. You'll find if you do get this, it's basically like every 2 or 3 months you get a nice update with some new tracks, some new cars, some new game modes, new things to do and polish. And I think that's really what you expect from an early access title. Crucially, the developer of this game doesn't over-promise. They just drop an update out of the blue and then you can enjoy playing it, which I really appreciate. You just know when there's an update to this game, you're going to have a good evening of driving into people. And what more could you really want from a racing title? For me, this is like a case study of how you should do early access. I think this is one of the greatest games of 2026, especially driving games. It's not a particularly good flight simulator. It can be, though, if you're driving to a hillside hard enough. But it's a bloody good game. And really, to not have this would make you a bit dim. This is the antidote to the supreme despair that's currently going on with modern simulators that are diseased with GT3 cars at Spa and Sebring. There goes Thomas off the hillside. This is just superb. Everyone needs this in their life. If only I had an affiliate link. I would shill this game so hard, it's that good. A link in the description, maybe. Maybe I can find a link somewhere. But either way, pick it up on Steam. You'll have a bloody good time. Before I go, I will say there are some things to be aware of when binding your steering wheel. A lot of people are having trouble with this. When you do the binding screen, make sure your wheel is in the centre and then do the left rotation by rotating it left, and then return your wheel back to the centre and then bind the right by moving it to the right. It's weirdly got the same binding issue that Project Cars 2 and some other games had. I don't know what that's about. And also make sure you've selected wheel as the input device. And also make sure you've removed the default dead zone that they've got there, and the minimum force, turn that to 0. We'll do a wheel setup video for this. The defaults are a bit weird in this, I'm not sure why. Also, this plays fantastic with a gamepad, so don't worry if you don't have a wheel. It's really drivable on both a gamepad and a wheel. And weirdly, this is like, it's the perfect simcade. Like the handling, we said this in previous videos, you modulate the throttle, you hold slip, the different vehicles have different physics. It actually has proper throttle torque simulation that many proper racing simulators don't have. So this is really one of the most realistic sims you can play. When you add together the netcode that this has, which is the best netcode of any game currently available that I've played, it's a miracle. I just wish everything was as good as this, but alas it's not. Let people know in the comments if you've got any specific problems and things that people should be aware of. It's useful, it helps other people out. But until the next one, guys, thanks for watching this. Happy tea drinking, take care, and goodbye.